glad you all found us. I know this is a new format for us, but we really wanted to be able to work with you and speak with you as opposed to speaking at you, right? Which is kind of how we felt with the Facebook. So this is just a little bit more personal. I'm going to keep admitting people as we go. It would be nice if we could do an auto admit, but we'll try figure that out and edit things. It'll be a bit of a learning curve for us because we haven't done things this way. And I can see people are already chatting, know each other from previous acting experience, I'm sure. So we've tried to pin ourselves, so that will be big for all of you. Hopefully that's worked. And yeah. So wonderful. We have a great class for you today. We are so, so excited. And
Very much so. Sorry, Donna-Marie, before we get started, I just want to say hi to Ellie King, who I haven't seen for like so many years. Big, big hug. We we worked on a film together and and it's just so, so lovely to see you. It's lovely to see all of you, but I really haven't seen Ellie in like lots of years. So this is
so
special. Thank you for coming.
it is special. You know, it does feel special, right? We were really excited. I said to Casey just before, I was like, okay, shall I admit them? We've got, all these people in the waiting room. And she said, not yet. I'm too excited. Give me a second. So we're really excited to finally be working with so many of you that we've known your names online, but never really got a chance to work with. So this is going to be very, very cool. And I will keep admitting people, but Casey, if you want to jump in, just start whenever you're ready. Are you guys all ready?
Absolutely.
Let's see a thumbs up if you guys
Absolutely.
are ready to get going.
Yeah, yeah. Um,
Awesome.
so the first things first, congratulations to one of our clients, Tara Wilson Bender, who has accomplished a goal that she's had. So, as all of you know, or as most of you know who have been with us for a while, we work on the premise that you need to have one goal and then you take small, smart, risky steps towards that goal. Now, Tara was a Hallmark star, so she's been the lead in many a Hallmark movie. And that was something she was very happy with, but she wanted to move into network television and play other types of characters. So she just got her first role that way. So she's working on Tracker. And I think Linda, I think you worked on Tracker too, if Linda is here. But she's got a role on Tracker. So it's a big break for her. She's making that big change in her life to do different kinds of roles. And she's been following the steps. And we're really, really proud of her. We were so happy to get that message this morning that she's made that big transition. So congratulations to Tara. How about everybody give her unmute yourself and give her a big, how about you
Yeah,
all?
I would love
And
it.
like, let's make it loud. Let's be like,
Yeah.
woo,
Congrats.
everybody all at once.
That's what community is about, right?
Woo, woo,
Yes, we are so excited for
woo.
you. Actually, it was so cute because she messaged us this morning to say, I'm really sorry I won't be in class today. Here's why. Actually, I'm getting emotional already because it feels really great. I'm sorry. So now we're going to dive. You guys know I cry a lot, right? So it's not going to change now that I'm seeing you all. It's just going to get, it's
It's
just
gonna
going
be worse.
to.
It's
So
gonna be worse.
just so you know, I said to Casey yesterday, I spend a lot of money on foundation because after every class, I have to redo my makeup. So I'm doing it 2 or 3 times a day. So yeah, you guys are, I should be able to write that off maybe. They're costing me a lot of money in makeup.
I think you can.
So yes, so hello to everyone. We're so so happy that you're here. Donna-Marie here for those of you that don't know me. And today we're diving into a lesson that's not just about acting, okay? It's about transformation. So we all carry archetypes within us, right? You know this. And maybe you felt like the character that you'll be working on with us today. You're playing Finn Callahan, the rebel, someone who pushes back, questions authority, and hides behind like sharp edges, you know? Or maybe you long to be more like Grace Delacroix, the lover, someone who connects, heals, and trusts. So we've been working on the rebel character all of January in Audition Plus, and in February, we're moving into the lover archetype. So this is just a little preview, a little sneak peek of how you'll move from rebel to lover. So today, Casey is going to guide you guys are in for a treat. Casey is going to guide you through your story as actors, and I'll help you use the rebel to lover transformation to kind of unlock more meaning in your life, okay? And because transformation isn't just intellectual, we're going to engage all of our senses to make it real to your subconscious. Okay, so let's dive in. Casey is going to take it away with the acting lesson, and I'll stay on duty to let people in as they keep joining.
Yay, wonderful. So, first of all, before we begin this, I want to let you know that you're going to have to go into this for reals, y'all. So I want you to work along with me. I don't want to do a lecture. I want to see you working. So it's good to have your sound off because you're going to be making some noise and it could get kind of like, you know, noisy in here. So it's good to have your sound off, but I want you to work. I want you to do the actions I do and say the dialogue I say. Is everybody with me? Yay.
Yeah,
Thumbs up.
awesome.
Oh, I love the thumbs up. Yay. That's so good.
Perfect.
So let's do it, shall we? I'm going to give you the story and then I'm going to take you through some behavior and then we're going to go into some transformational stuff. Everybody with me? Yay. Anyone against me? Even if you are, I don't care. I'm going to teach you how to act so good. So here is the transformation. We're going to go from the rebel character to the lover character. So we're going to establish the rebel, and then we're going to make some changes in terms of behavior, thoughts, actions, and emotions so that you can transform yourself. Now, this is very practical when it comes to getting a redirect in an audition, right? So you want to be able to do this. It's also really good for your life, as Donna-Marie was saying. So let's talk about the lover archetype. The lover is all about romance, platonic romance, pure passion for life, platonic love, or think of somebody like Meg Ryan in When Harry Met Sally as the romance, or Samwise in Lord of the Rings. If you're a Lord of the Rings person, is Noelle here? I'm sure she's a Lord of the Rings person. And Tina, are you? Yeah. So think of those kind of people. They're kind of like your ride or die person. And they're all about love. And it's the same with Christmas movies, that kind of thing where you see, or those Hallmark movies where it's all about love. It's not just romance, it is devotion. It's fun, you know, it's feeling all the feels. It's like, oh, just feels good, right? To be in love. So I want you to all feel that. I want you to all feel it within you. Just that little sort of bubbly thing. So your physicality for emotion may not be the same as mine, but I'm going to get you to play and see if it does. Is everybody with me? Let's do it. So let's feel that sort of bubbly. So I want you to move your fingers around like this. Bring your chest high. Be comfortable and loose in your seat and just sort of feel that love. Feel that love, 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 love. And I want you to say it. I love, I love, I love, and have a little fun. Little love, little love. I love, I love, I love, I love, I love.
It feels
Oh
so
my
good.
God, that reminds me of that band. Now this is going to happen. I'm not going to remember the name of the band, but they always make me feel love when I listen to them. I love, I love, I love. Oh, Donna-Marie, you probably know them. I'm just not going to go into it because I will go on a segue and that's not where we're
Help you.
So that's love. Outcast. I knew it would come to me if I left it alone.
Oh, I do love Outcast, actually.
Oh, Zigga's here. I'll let her in. Woo! So that's a feeling of love, right? It's just a warm kind of fun feeling. We're going to have that kind of love right now. And now we're going to switch into the rebel archetype. This is the character that you're going to be playing. The rebel archetype thrives on defiance. Fuck you, I won't do what you tell me. We are rebels, right? We're not going to do it. So the rebel thrives on defiance. They want to shake up the system. They want to rage against the machine, right? They want to break rules to spark change. So think Ferris Bueller and Ferris Bueller's Day Off. And if you're too young for that, think Katniss in the Hunger Games. And if you're too young for that, think Michael B. Jordan, Killmonger in Black Panther. Rebels aren't just troublemakers, though. They're disruptors. They challenge the norm and they push us to rethink everything. So, you're Finn, okay? Whether you're a man or a woman, you're Finn. I may accidentally refer to Finn as a man because he was written that way, but it doesn't matter. A rebel is a rebel is a rebel is a rebel. So you're going to sit there. Imagine you're at a long conference table. Grace is at the opposite end from you. Grace is lovely. She is love incarnate. She is just delightful. She's fun. She is loving. They have a problem. They need to do a reform for their workplace. Sounds boring, but you know how some of those shows, where you have politics going on, like The Ambassador, where it's like, oh my God, people get really tense when it comes to office politics. So we're going to be tasked with reforming this, but we can't come from the same place. Grace is going to come from love. You're going to come from no way. You're going to be a rebel. Okay. So you're going to lean back on your chair and you got a pen. If you got a pen, you're going to like twirl your pen. But if you don't have a pen, use your body. Use your body to sort of like, whatever. You're a pen, you're going to lean back. No. Policies don't change systems. People like me blowing it up do. So what I want you to say is, instead of saying that whole line, which is a lot, you're going to be like, I'm blowing it up. I'm blowing it up. So I want you just to say that. I'm blowing it up. I'm blowing it up. How's that feel? Does that feel good? Blowing it up. Yeah, I'm blowing it up. Ooh, feels good. Feels powerful, right? And you're doing it. You're blowing up the system because the system sucks. Ellie, you got a question? I saw a little hand going up. Nope. You're just blowing it up.
I love it.
Oh, it's like, no. Yeah, you're blocking that energy. Yeah, yeah. So Grace, she's really calm. She's really firm. Now, I want you to respond to this as Finn, okay? So I don't want you to be Grace. I want you to respond to this as Finn right now. So I want you to lean back, cross your arms, tilt your chin up. Fuck you. That's what you're thinking. People like you burn bridges and they leave others to rebuild the ashes. That's not change. That's chaos. How does Grace make you feel? She's an idiot.
And so
forever.
You see, if you want, we can ask them to unmute and
oh yeah, unmute. Yeah, yeah.
Let us know how that makes you feel.
Harvey Specter, Hella Rebel, Bad Reputation by Joan Jett. I love this. This is so good. So good.
We are about to hear massive sounds come out of people's microphones. And if that doesn't drive you nuts, nothing will.
Well, I'm already there. I'm already there. You're feeling more connected with the rebel than the lover, and you should.
I'm always connected to the rebel.
Who is that?
Hi.
Hi, you're always connected to the rebel?
I love the rebel. My go-to characters when I'm writing is typically like the rebellious, villainous, misunderstood type of characters.
Ooh, those are fun. Those are fun.
Yeah.
Is anybody feeling a sense of fun from this?
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
It's more of an outlet than anything, but it definitely connects me to the character more when I have a personal connection to them.
Yeah, absolutely. But you don't need it. You absolutely don't need it. You can get there physically and you can get through your own thoughts, your own feelings. So sometimes you have to play a character. I have quite frequently because previous and even now I'm known for being able to help people get into difficult emotions in difficult circumstances and get out of them. Because that's very, very important, because you don't want to be a jerk in the rest of your life, right? You don't want to be, if you've been playing a rapist, you don't want to go out with all that terrible energy in your real life. So you have to get out of those emotions. So even though I have never been a rapist, I've played them a lot. So I've had to get into that mindset. I've had to do that, and I've had to get out of that, or I've had to play a kidnapper. I've had to play whatever. So I play them because I'm coaching, right? So I have to get into that, and I have to to help the other people through the difficult emotions that they go through. So you don't have to ever have experienced anything like what your character is experiencing at all. Not even a sliver of closeness emotion. Now, it's a lot easier if you do, if you have, but you don't have to. Not a single thing, because you can create every single thing in your mind.
Mhm.
Every single thing.
Yeah. And
The bad guy who doesn't really know he's bad because he feels he's doing the right thing. You can't kill people. Why not? Yes, I would like to know why not, because that is a really good
That is
question.
a very,
Very good
that is a
question.
very morally gray type of. Sorry.
It's morally gray, except for when you're looking at, okay, this person is about to become Hitler. It becomes less, the shade of gray becomes less and less and less as you build the given circumstances around the character. Wonder Woman killed people. Never been a therapist, only played one. That's great. Okay, so we're going to move on so that we get all of this done because there's a lot to do. So Grace is calm and firm, and she says, people like you burn bridges, they leave others to rebuild in the ashes. And that's not change, that's chaos. And Finn's like, chaos gets attention. Your way? Dozens of meetings, 3 dozen apologies, 0 results. I'm sure you've all been in the situation where you needed to get consensus. And so it took 10 years instead of somebody just making a decision. Diamond?
Okay, so in my mind, I'm already in the rebellious headspace. I'm
Right.
sorry. So
No, you're
a
not.
line
You're
just popped in.
You didn't apologize for having an opinion, so that makes you a victim. So tell me what you're going to say without apologizing.
Okay, so I thought of a line that could fit Finn in this type of situation.
Oh, good. But you're not writing. So you're going to come here as a student, and I'm going to teach you. And there will be in these classes 2 teachers, me and Donna-Marie. It's okay. I appreciate that, but we have half an hour and we have 10 minutes left. So we're going to go through it that way. I'm setting the tone for the class. It's not about you, Diamond. It's about how I operate. You will find that I can be pretty blunt, and I don't mean to be humorless, but sometimes I am. So Finn so he says, your way, 12 meetings, 3 dozen apologies, 0 results. And Grace says, but your way leaves people hurt. You think disruption is power, but real power is building trust. So what did I do there to Diamond? I hurt her. Sorry, Diamond, it was just a really good opportunity to show the lesson. So essentially,
perfectly fine. Yes.
Yeah. So essentially, I took the lesson and I used what Diamond did and I taught the lesson with it. And probably everybody felt a little bit uncomfortable there, right? But what Grace would do is say, oh, that's wonderful, Diamond. Thank you very much for sharing that. And then she'd say, does anybody else want to share something? And then everybody would share something, and it would take a longer time because consensus takes a long time. But that's how Grace works, because she's a lover and she wants everyone to have an opportunity. Finn smirks. Trust is a sucker's game. Grace says, maybe, but trust is what keeps people showing up. Does this make sense? Does this all make sense to you? Good. Okay, so we're going to embody Finn. Sit back in your chair. Cross your arms, defensive posture. Stretch your legs out. Take up a lot of room. Men get a lot of hits for this, but opening your legs is really good for establishing power. And it's also very comfortable if you have the bits that men have. So then you don't have to sit on your bits. So women, it's also very comfortable for you too. We're going to get a little bit of an intro into sitting with your legs spread because it feels good. Arms crossed, chin slightly raised, legs open. Use your voice now. You're going to be sarcastic. Nope. Nope. When everybody say nope, sarcastic. Nope. Nope. Now use a gesture to wave people away. Nope. Nope. Dismissive, right? Shrug. Nope. Nope. Just give them that, a little bit of that. Now we're going to bring Grace in. She's the calm, right? So we're going to sit upright with our posture. Nice and relaxed. Woo, maybe wiggle a little bit. Nope. Give a little love to it. Nope. Nope. Feel how that feels. Nope. Loving. Nope. I'm not offended. I just say no. Nope. Now you're going to make a change. So this is where we bridge. You're going to add curiosity from nope to nope. So you're going to add curiosity. Nope. No. Because you can't go from one emotion to another. You need a little bridge. Nope. 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 So you're going to get into that moment and add a softer tone. And now Donna-Marie is going to take you through. We did a little speed through that. Took a little bit longer. You're right. Grace would lean in. Very nice. Yeah. They call it manspreading, but it should be called people spreading, and everybody should do it because I think it's comfortable. But anyway, that's just me. Getting on to Donna-Marie. We might go over a wee little bit, ladies and germs, but hopefully you can stay for that.
We sped through Casey's a little bit. As I said at the beginning, this is going to be a little bit of a learning experience for us because we're used to just talking at you, right? Not with you. So getting these classes and the timing down to a science will take us a few weeks, but we will get there. So absolutely. So now what I want to do is take you all through a bit of a visualization, okay? I want to help you engage that rebel archetype using all of your senses. So we talked about Finn, we talked about the scene, his physicality. So what I'd like you to do now, and this is a fun part of your day, I love this, is close your eyes. I want everyone to close their eyes. And I want you to picture yourself as Finn. You're sitting in that chair, right? Arms crossed, defensive, ready to fight. What do you see around you? Is it a sterile boardroom? Maybe some harsh fluorescent lights? What do you see as Finn? And what do you hear? Maybe the sharp scrape of a chair being moved? Your own voice clipped and biting? And what does that table feel like under your hands? Is it cold, hard? Maybe you can smell the stale coffee or the faint scent of the marker ink. Is there a metallic taste in your mouth, like adrenaline? Maybe it's dry. I want you to feel that tension in your body. What are you protecting? What's the fear underneath it all? Take a moment. Now I want you to shift. I want you to picture yourself as Grace, leaning in, calm, centered. What do you see now? How do things change? The faces of others around you. Maybe they're open and curious. What do you hear? Maybe it's the steady rhythm of your own voice. A voice that brings people together. And how does that table feel now? Maybe it's smooth, supportive, warm. Maybe there's the smell of fresh paper in the air. A sense of calm and focus. Maybe you taste the cool drink of water that calms you. Now I want you to feel your body just relax. What does it feel like to trust yourself and others? Now I want you to bridge those actions into your own life. Okay, let's take this into your real life. So I want you to think of a moment this week when you felt like Finn. And I'm going to give you a second, keeping your eyes closed, just visualizing a moment this week when you felt maybe a little defensive or guarded, just like Finn does. I felt this way this morning doing my taxes. So I want you to think of that moment in your life this week. And I'll give you a second. And then I want you to think, what could you have done differently? Maybe you could have paused, softened your tone, or leaned in. Take that moment to explore, what could you have done differently? I'm going to challenge you this week to practice one bridge action. So as Casey teaches you bridge emotions, I'm going to challenge you to practice one bridge action in your life. So when you feel like pushing back, try listening. Maybe when you feel defensive, try leaning in. I want you to use your senses to ground yourself. Notice what you see, hear, and feel when you choose that connection. And now I want you to keep your eyes closed. We're going to go into your future self. Okay, we're going to use sensory to visualize this. So finally, I want you to picture your future self. The version of you who's living their dream life. The version of you who's learned to balance strength with connection. And I want you to use all of your senses. So we're going to start with sight. What does that version of you look like? Are they confident, calm, open? Take a moment to explore that. What does your voice sound like? Is it steady, kind, clear? How do you carry yourself through the world? Is it strong, yet maybe gentle? Maybe there's a lightness, like fresh air, to the way that you move through life. What do you taste? Can you take a drink of water and refresh yourself, creating a clarity, knowing that you're aligned with your values? Take a moment to really feel this. Feels pretty good, hey? I want you to hold on to that image today. That's the person that you're becoming one step at a time. Now, whenever you're ready, you can all slowly open your eyes. So today, actors, I love that Warren's taking a sip of water. Yes, wonderful. Today, we explored transformation. We went through it really quickly. So you can take these skills, you can take this replay and play with that transformation. Okay, so we talked about transformation, not just on screen, but in life. So fit and grace show us that even the toughest walls can come down when we engage our senses, right? We trust ourselves, we lean into that connection. So if this resonated with you, imagine what you're going to unlock in our February Audition Plus class. We're going to help you master these archetypes and navigate these emotional shifts and build a mindset that transforms your craft and your life. So spots are limited, so don't wait. Join the wait list today, and I'll pop that link in for you and step into the next chapter of your story, because the best roles and the best version of you are waiting. So let's make that happen together.
Yeah, and next week we have something very special in store for your free class as well. So make sure that you're here. And I just want to answer Brian's question. Can you embody the rebel without playing the victim? Absolutely, you can. So the rebel has a core hurt. Most of us do, right? Most of us have a core hurt, and it's really beautiful to be an actor because you can see that you can transform whatever your core hurt is into something else. So with the rebel, they have a core hurt, and that hurt has told them that the establishment, whatever establishment you happen to be in, is at fault for that. Probably correct. Probably correct, right? Usually the systems that guide us are flawed. And so the rebel is rebelling against a flaw in the system. They've chosen to create their entire identity around one moment of pain. So that doesn't mean that they're the victim. In fact, one of the things that's, for those of you who've worked with us before, you'll know that I say this all the time. One of the things that's primary for transforming out of the victim in your own life is having an empathetic witness. And what rebels do is they create bands of rebels. So people think of the rebel archetype as this one person standing up alone against the system, but usually it's a big crowd, you know, like it's a band or it's a bunch of people protesting, and it's in your heart to try to affect change. So that makes you not a victim, makes you every inch somebody who's in charge of their life in that way. And of course, if you stick with one way of being in your life, then you're a cardboard cutout. So that's boring. Nobody wants to be around somebody who's just constantly rebelling. No, I don't want dinner. You know, this fork is stupid. When you're rebelling against everything all the time, it's boring. So what we suggest is becoming a fully integrated human being, but the rebel archetype allows you to step into that when you need it and step out of it as well. So because you know what it is. So you're just walking towards it. So for every character we ask you to create, we give you this goal to create the character, and we give you the steps to do it, but we also give you the steps to walk back out, because nobody wants to be stuck in that character.
Really, really important. Wanda
Yeah.
said, I'm new to this and I want to be a vertical actress. I think this class will help me. Well, we have quite a few clients who are here today, Wanda, who've booked a lot of vertical series. I know Gavin's here. I think he's on number 9 or 10. Kara's here. Yeah, so there's quite a lot. So absolutely that will help you. And yes, Wolf, these will be recorded. At least for the first little while. So I'm going to pop that link in if you would like to get on the wait list. Please know, this waitlist is not first come, first serve. So there is going to be a little questionnaire in there for you. We have limited spaces. So we want to know what your passion is, why, what your goals are with this career in acting, because that's what we are helping you do, is build your career as a successful, not only working actor, but award-winning lead actor, if that's what you want. If it's to work on vertical series, yes, you know, all of those things, but we want to know your passion. We want to know your heart. So there is a little bit of a questionnaire on that wait list. It's not first come, first serve. I'll give you all a moment if you would like to download that link before we finish today. But is there anything else that you would like to add, Casey, before we close up? Thank you.
Yes, commitment. I just want to add that the commitment part is as important to us as the passion.
Mhm.
I often say to Donna-Marie, I don't want to sell acting classes to anyone. I want people to invest in acting classes, because when you buy something, you buy it, you put it down over here, you forget that you have it. But if you're invested in that class, then you're going to make sure you get your money's worth out. Now, our classes are $67 a month, so it's not super expensive.
Mhm.
It doesn't matter what the tuition is. The tuition is reasonable because Donna-Marie and I have a mandate to make sure that finances don't stand in the way of people becoming successful.
Mhm.
I grew
Yeah.
up very poor in a trailer park. So it's a mission for me, and Donna-Marie feels the same. So that's important, but the value of the class is far superior to the tuition. However, what we find is, unless we have committed people, we don't get the results we want, and we are success oriented. We want people who are going to be very, very successful actors.
Yeah,
That's-
absolutely. Absolutely. It's really, really important to us. So we would love to hear your passion, your commitment, where you want to go with this career. So if you would like to get on that wait list, please click that link and fill out that form and let us know. And yeah, I think for today, that was our first in-person one. I hope you guys all enjoyed it. Obviously, we only have 30 minutes, so we are running through things quite quickly here, and there's a lot of people, but we hope that this has been enjoyable for you all. Gavin saying mindset is everything, having just got back from 7 days on the road and 5 long days on set with a wicked sinus headache to boot. Yeah, Gavin, not sleeping well in a bed that's not my own, feeling tired and miserable away from home leaves you feeling disoriented. Mindset will keep you grounded at these times. Absolutely.
So true.
Absolutely.
So true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Warren saying Zoom is better. Yay. I'm glad you liked it, Warren.
Oh, so glad, Warren. Yay.
We'll iron out some kinks, but I'm glad you liked it. Richard says loves visiting with us.
Aw, thank you, Richard.
Oh, it's such a pleasure to see all of your faces. And we can't wait to see you again next week. It will be the exact same link. Okay, so you can use that link every single week. Because Casey and I are really bad at sending links out. So we thought, let's make one and keep it the same every week. So, and it's just, easier for everyone to find. So absolutely. Wonderful. Thank you for the bridge exercise. I really connected to it. You're so welcome.
Oh, so glad. So if you go into your audition, I just want to I know I thought I saw Shakti too. Shakti, are you awake? This is crazy. Shakti is in Africa, so it's in Mauritius, so it's a big thing to be awake. I'm giving you kisses. But
it's so nice to see you live. Oh, I'm so
thank
happy.
you, Colin. I just wanted to tell Allie the bridge emotions. So if you go in Audition Plus, if you go into the PDFs that I've given you, they're in there. So it'll tell you how to use a bridge emotion to go from one emotion to the other. It's really, or is that what you were referring to?
I think so. Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the class today.
Oh, no, I think she was talking about the class today. But yes,
okay.
you telling her that she can find a whole list of those bridge emotions and how to get from one to the next is great. You were right on track, Casey, in my mind.
Okay, good.
Wonderful. It is so great to see you all here. Thank you for joining us today, and we'll see you next Tuesday.
Big love to everyone. Thank you so much.
Everyone.
We'll see you on screen.
See you on screen.
Bye.
Bye.